back, everyone. This is Mad Dog 1296. So I got bad news for everyone who plays Destiny 2 next week. I'm gonna turn this down so you can hear me better. Alright. So it reads here. When we hit reset next Tuesday, which is this Tuesday, it will be just 2 weeks until launch of final shapes in Destiny 2. And as a part of its process to get anyone and everyone on board before the expansion hits, Bungie has appeared to plan on something in-game. Next week in Destiny popped up on Friday, had a opening reads, Veiled Threats Emerge. So, this is what I think. Bungie didn't give any details yet, so here's what I think. So, for Pantheon next week, or it could be a different type of a activity. We are going to be facing one of the Veil's enemies from Final Shape, which is more likely the flying creatures. So here's my guess. Nezrek, Riven. Since we have not seen those two remakes for Pantheon, those are going to be the Veiled enemy encounters. Or it could be a brand new activity that just came out in Destiny 2 for Tuesday that is also going to get the Veil enemies from Final Shape. So, the reason why they're doing it, so we are on point, already know what we're doing when we go into Final Shape. They want to give us a preview of what the enemy can do to you. And also want to get the preview of if it's easy or if it's going to be difficult to kill those flying creatures. And if that's the case, this is what they look like. As you can see here, head, wings, feet, and a little gun right there. So, it's going to be a new type of enemy that we've never seen before, that we never fought before, and we never killed before. So, next week is going to be a difficult session if it's in the Pantheon. So, if that's the case, get ready to get 3-tapped, or 2-tapped. Because it's minus 20 next week, which is difficult as day 1, and it will 2-tap you. If it's in Pantheon. Which is probably not going to be in Pantheon until, more likely, Riven and Nezrek. But if that's the case, then we're facing an enemy that we never faced before, and this is going to be, I'm not sure if there's going to be shields on them, I'm not sure if they're going to be Arc, Solar, Void, Strand, Stasis. They never pinpoint exact archetype they're going to be. And if they did not, this is going to be extreme bad news for us. So, it's going to be either a Pantheon activity, because we got this notification Friday, which was 2 days ago. And it says, Veiled Threats Emerged, which is the new enemies coming into Lightfall for Final Shape. So we have a hint of what those enemies can do. We're not going to see any of those tormentors, at least I don't think. I think it's just the flying enemies. And if that's the case, we're in hell for it. Tell you this right now, we're going to be in hell. If it's in Pantheon, we're fucked. Because no more ads on the ground are completely fine. It has anything that's pretty much easy. Now, with flying creatures, that's going to be the most difficult part. Especially during damage, if they spawn during damage, or they spawn during the mechanics of the raid. So it's either going to be an activity for the flying creatures, which is the veiled threats, or it's going to be the Pantheon for Nezrak and Riven. It could also be on the other encounters, but for what I know, since we haven't seen those two encounters yet, they're more likely on them. So it could be either a new activity or it's going to be in Pantheon. If it's in Pantheon, we're fucked. That's minus 20 power that we have, which is going to mean we're going to take more damage and we're going to give less damage to the enemy. Especially Nezrak. That bastard in day 1 in LFG was a pain. So, prepare yourself, get your weapons crafted, because a new enemy that we've never seen before, or fought before, even killed, is coming Tuesday on Reset. And if it's type of the threat that I think it is, we're in for a big one. And if the cheese for Roke is still in there, I'll help people get that done. But if the veiled fucking enemies are in there, this is gonna make the cheese 3 times more harder. So get your weapon crafted, get your Dragon's Breath, get your aspects, get your fragments, get your weapons ready. Because if it is in Pantheon, we are fucked. Because budget didn't specify if it's an activity or Pantheon, but if it is Pantheon, it's more likely going to be all 7 encounters. Actually, no, all 8. Because we forgot 6 is Rogue, 7 is Riven, 8 is Nezrak. So if that's the case, we're more likely going to be seeing the veiled enemies in there. Because it had nothing to say about the Nezrak slime or sublime. It never said anything about that. So it could mean those enemies are in Pantheon. And if it is, you better be sticking with your teammates because you're going to get killed. And that also means no more of those stupid solo bug exploits for Gogoroth. It's not legit solo if you're exploiting bugs. It's not a cheese, because there is no cheese for solo. It's a bug exploit. Because, 1, if you fail to shoot all 6 orbs in Gogoroth, it causes a wipe. Fail to do gaze, stacks up the death ruin. So, that is a bug, not a cheese. Because cheese does not stop the mechanic from happening. So that's a bug, and you soloing does not count. Now, solo Atheon, solo Nez, yeah, that's legit. Because you're not exploiting any bugs. But sitting here and exploiting Gogoroth and then post online and say, I soloed Dwarves first? No. You're exploiting a bug which does not count as a solo. Because without that bug, you would never be able to solo gaze or anything. So, now I can understand Atrax. Atrax is a little bit more difficult, but easy to solo if you have the gear. People already solo planets, so that's out of the case. People solo caretakers, that's out of the case. But solo Gogoroth is not possible without the bug exploit. There is a bug that's keeping people from wiping when there's no gaze happening. There's a bug that's causing the balls to not cause a wipe for not shooting just except 1. So it's not a cheese. It's a bug exploit. That's the difference. A cheese, like I do to Rogue, yeet him off the edge. I still do the mechanics. I can still wipe. If I fail to yeet him off the edge, it's still a wipe because he can slam down his glaive. Now for Golgoroth, two things that kills you does not kill you. That's a bug exploit. You're using a bug to solo. That is not a true solo. A true solo would be Nezarec, Caretaker, Vologlass Atheon, Vologlass Gatekeeper, Ribbon, back before they nerfed the shit out of Sunbracers and Solar Grenades. Which else? Yeah, I probably won't be doing another cheese right now. Because I have about an hour before I had to put my pull up. So, if you see those videos online say worst first, worst second, worst third solo, they're not true solos. You exploiting a bug that keeps you from wiping. It's not a true solo. It's not a true cheese either. Now, Kali, the joint ally, is the cheese. And that will allow you to keep you from wiping. That's a cheese. It's not a bug, that's a cheese. But on Golgoroth, that causes nothing to shut off the wipe mechanic, like Kali, is a bug exploit. You shooting one orb doesn't make you a soloist. Shooting one orb and not shoot the 5 that you're still missing will cause the ruin to charge up. Be able to gaze will cause the ruin to charge up. I have done this in King's Fall Normal. I have done this in fucking Pantheon. If you fail to gaze or fail to shoot any of the balls, even just one, that one is not going to save you. Because as soon as that one disappears, you have to shoot the next one. Or that causes a wipe. You can sit there and not gaze. I can take my hand off and not gaze. It will still say, fail to gaze, Golgoroth ruin charged. And you will see the red light coming from the pillar. So no, it's not a true solo. It's a bug exploit. Which can be bannable if Bungie decides to. So all those videos that Esrosrick, or whatever his fucking goddamn name is, to solo Golgoroth, it's not a true solo. It's a bug exploit. It's not cheese. It's not easy to do. It's a bug exploit. It's the only way of soloing him is by exploiting the bug. And Bungie has yet to fix it yet. It's not a cheese. It's a bug exploit. That's the big difference. But I think I talked enough. I hope you guys are prepared for the Baal threats, because they're going to be coming hard, and they're going to be coming harder. We have 2 weeks until Fire Shape. Get your stuff crafted, get your weapons ready, and think of a build to use with your class exotic. Because I'm telling you right now, it's going to be randomized based on your RNG. It's not going to be pick to choose. It's going to be based on your RNG, which you're going to need your exotic engrams for. That's why Bungie says to save your exotic engrams. It's a requirement. It's for the exotic class, which would be for warlocks, the exotic bond. So there's that. Get your stuff ready. Get prepared. See you next week. And if the cheese is still available for Rogue, I will help you. Just make sure you put your name in the comments on one of my previous videos so I have it on my notification. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, put notifications on if this helps you. And it also helps me because it supports my channel and allows me to get paid when I reach 1,000. See you guys next time. Thanks for watching.